excited to be starting to make these videos, excited to be starting out on a journey of the Jurgs Cup. I had never heard of it until, well, I actually heard of it through Neil from NSG Guitars, who does some great videos. In fact, when I learnt to carve necks, I tried all kinds of videos, really professional kind of ones explaining how to carve them, and what eventually kind of clicked with me and helped me to be able to do it, my first couple of builds, was watching Neil's, just one of his videos where he just shows it and puts it so simply. So thank you, Neil, for that, if you ever come across this. And he's a fellow Scotsman, which is great. So yeah, I love the ethos of the Jurgs Cup. I've really enjoyed reading up about the history and about the man himself that this commemorates, who I know was precious to a lot of you guys, and sadly passed before my time in guitar building. I'm very new to things. I've always dabbled playing a few chords on acoustic guitar for years, but never done anything more than that, the kind of basic cowboy chords. And then just over a year ago, I think it was the start of February in 2025, my son, I hope I'm not going into too much detail here, I'll try and cut these into shorter snippets, but my son had too much money for Christmas and he was going to spend it all on video games. And I said, look, you've got £100 here. You could buy something really cool. And he said, well, what? And eventually I said, well, what about an electric guitar? How fun would that be? So he went to Gear for Music, bought their cheapest Strat kind of style electric guitar. And the day it arrived in the post, I picked it up, and even this £70 Strat, I just thought, I've got to buy an electric guitar. And I bought the cheapest PRS, which I absolutely love, and just my nature is that when I get into something, to my wife's dismay, I get really into it. So, you know, of course, a year into guitar, it wasn't enough just to play guitars and try and learn a bit about fixing them. I started in January this year. I started building guitars. So I'm from a little village called Elgol, which is in the south of the Isle of Skye, one of the most beautiful villages there is. Hopefully I'll figure out a way, I'm very new to the video stuff, so hopefully I'll figure a way to splice in some footage to show you where Elgol is. That's where I was born and brought up. And my daughter stayed for a while in a little caravan. It's about 7 foot by 18 foot. I don't know what that is in meters, but and she was finished with it. It wasn't worth selling. We'd made some adjustments to it. There's a couple of broken windows and things. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll completely gut it. I'll take everything out. I'll build a couple of workbenches and I can try building guitars. And that's where I am. So far, I have built 3 full guitars and I'm halfway through another one. Very much enjoying it. The first one was a very simple Telecaster. I got templates from Guitar and Woods in, I forget what country, I think Spain, no, Portugal. And used those templates, built a telly. It's fine. It's like, it was a great sense of accomplishment, but yeah, it wasn't great. And so many mistakes, as of course I'm still very much making. Second one I built was a guitar for my brother's 50th, which I'll try and put some photos up of that. Far happier with it, but again, still lots of fairly major issues. The third guitar is the one that I genuinely love. I love it to play, the sound of it, everything. It's a headless guitar. Because my main job, my job is I work as a tour guide under the name Sky Local Tours. So as a guide, I'm often in situations where I'm sitting in the car, I've got an hour free while people are doing a hike or visiting a castle or something. So I wanted a guitar that was basically built for compact, easy playing in a situation like that. So I built a headless acoustic. Sorry, I didn't, about the headless electric, but it's a little different because someone locally on Skye was selling a slab of kiln-dried eucalyptus, and it was cheap. So I thought, let's have a go. What can go wrong? Eucalyptus, it turns out, is incredibly heavy wood. If I'd have made a solid-bodied electric with it, it would probably break my leg if I'm sitting down playing it. So I hollowed it out as much as I could. So it's kind of technically a hollow body, but that's not for tone at all. It's not hollow enough or thin enough that it resonates like you would want from that. But it's a really light guitar, and I absolutely love it. All of the guitars I've made so far I've done because obviously trying to figure out soldering as well as so many other skills that I just don't have. I've put in all of them a very simple setup of one single P90 pickup, and I think I've said far too much, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll do a second video right now, which I'll just go through what I'm planning to build.